Look at that. See how long it takes to go? I want... some of this up here. Glenn the Day Tripper, how's it going, my man? Good to see ya. I'm testing some of my audio because I'm not 100% sure it's gonna work. And otherwise, having a pipe. A little bit of house rough here from the pipe jar. If you can't hear or if it's weird or anything, just holler, let me know in the comments. That would be awesome. Sounds decent. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Should I have a lighter around here? Surely I do. Let's see what we got. Jump in here on my PC computer. I don't know if you guys follow DeAntword. Rusty Faith, how's it going? How is it going, everybody? I also had this dude I wanted to have hanging out. You know, I have not caught that yet, Glenn. I'm going to have to catch it because I'm very interested. I'll catch up with your stuff. I was watching Ruthie the other day, and she mentioned a super shout-out video, and she was in it. And I said, ooh, I got to check that out. It's on my list. Today has been problem after problem after problem. But every problem thus far has been met with a solution. With a solution. As evidenced by this live stream. Yes, indeed. Part of my goals for today and for this week was to get a live stream up and running. Yeah, Ruthie is really awesome. And this week, I'm on vacation from work this week and next. And so my vacation is my vlogcation. Just shooting some vid, chilling, shooting some more vid. Earlier this week, I was making, you know, big chunk videos. And I thought today I would try more of a shorter video style, and I think I've said this in the 3 shorter videos I've posted. Or 2, or however many I've posted, but this was part of it. This was part of the goal. Ah, the Swedes. I can only smoke tobacco on camera. I live in Kansas, and there's no way it would be right for me to incriminate myself by smoking anything else. So this is a little house rough tobacco, and you have one for me, my friend. You have one for me. Heck, Chad, have 2 for me. Although I do have a plan to head to Colorado and see some family, and that would be more than fun. Yeah, see, Lawrence is a cool town too. Very liberal town, and it's hard to see that in Kansas, but it really does help balance out, make it a little bit more of a central frame of mind. Central frame of mind indeed, which is where I'm at. Heck yeah. Usually when I go to the store, I don't listen to the radio anymore. I try to find somebody in a live stream, and if not, I rewatch a live stream. But I just like to, I don't know, be a part of what's going on in the world. So I'm with you. I'm right there with you. Hey, I tell you what, you say you're welcome. I'm welcome to stay at your place. I may take you up on that because, like I said, I do have a cousin that lives in that area. I don't know that I've ever been there, and I don't know how exactly close to what area I'm going to that really is. So having multiple options is the word of the week for me. Options. No, I have wow, dude. Just so awesome. So awesome. That's what I'm talking about. That's how awesome YouTube is. YouTube, heck the internet, heck the world. Real people, when you get down to it, are pretty real and pretty cool. And that's what I've found out. Sure, there are some crazy personalities. Some folks that might be a little abrasive, might be a little tough to get inside, but you know, I bet people love those people as well, man. So I love it. I love it completely. Right on, Chad. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Like I say, Glenn, good to see you. And just appreciate it all the way around. Appreciate it all the way around. So really just having a pipe here, random pipe time live. This is a test, only a test, to see if I can actually get my live stream going again. And if the audio sounds good, then this might be a little more regular. Oh, I get the character thing. I totally do. This is my main character and very close to real me, real Brad, as it were. I have a few alternate characters that I play online as well, specifically on YouTube, that I don't really like to link to Catfish Jones, because they're not real Brad. They're not real me at all, so I dig the character, and I usually dig the real person behind the character, because behind every character is a real person some way or another, and that's super cool to me. Super cool to me. But I hope the offer to come visit is both in character and out of character, because that would be pretty rad. And you know, I really was just a breath away from chucking a bag in the car, putting pedal to the metal, and heading down to Florida for these 2 weeks that I have for vacation. Official Robo Kitty. I do like a Robo Kitty. I like a Robo anything. I'm a Robophile, to say the least. But yes, who knows? I could hop on in there, bring a puppet with me, so I could have puppet time with the Swedes. That would be mega epicness. Mega, mega, mega epicness. Pipe time. A little randomness. This thing about burned up. I'm going to have to do a second one. Gonna have to do a second one. Right on, Swedes. Good to see you. Good to see you indeed. Good to see you getting all the play. You do know how to stir up the drama. I try to swim away from the drama. Drama, choppy waters, swimming away. But I love, Swedes, Mr. Chad, that you poke the bear. You get at the sore spots and you get in there, and the stuff with Carpetbagger, I wasn't super offended. Now, sure, he did change bottom of YouTube to butthole of YouTube. He did, he was pretty harsh on the community, but the community's always been pretty harsh on him. I don't know. I don't know where I stand in that. I'm glad I don't have to have a take. Very indeed. Glenn the Day Tripper, fair winds to you as well. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad I got to see you. Boy, he slaps the bear in the face, doesn't he? And that's what I like about it. He's just there having fun. He's not trying to make enemies. He's not, trying to, have an arch nemesis. He's just trying to have fun with everybody and try to bring people together. Sometimes the best of intentions, but maybe not the best of execution. But boy, you know what? I don't even go in the lion's den. I do not even mess with the bear. I was scared for the longest time that Dave Hughes would actually notice me, and then all of the trolls would jump on me and start hating. Interestingly, on that note, was in a live stream this morning. In fact, myself and Tampa J were in a live stream this morning with our buddy Caesar, And Caesar got some shout-outs from Dave when he was still fairly small, and that was good, except, hey, K-Pup Walker, how's it going, my friend? How's it going indeed? Just kind of catching up on some YouTube drama myself, having a pipe. This thing's about done. I'm going to have to refill it, I think. No, it sounds like the attention that Caesar got from his mention on the Dave Hughes show was a lot of the trolls kind of coming and trolling. And I think that what Caesar took away, hey Keith, good to see you, my friend. I'll point this way so it makes more sense. I've got my monitor over here and I'm watching, and this is the recorder machine. Really good to see you, Keith. And everybody from the drone community, everybody. Yeah, I'm super good, K-Pup. I'm super good. I'm having a good time. Middle of Kansas, America, if you put a bullseye basically right at the center of America, throw a dart, hit the bullseye, you're probably going to hit my house. That's how close to the center I am. A little bit off. I'm not trying to dox myself out, but that's where I'm at. Back to what I was saying about my man Caesar, who has some great live streams at very odd hours. But what he took away from the Dave Hughes exposure is what I was afraid of, and that's attracting the attention of the trolls who then jump on and troll. And I think what he took away from that was that those of us he saw in the Dave Hughes sphere, all of us were trolls. And very odd, just very ironic that this morning in the Caesar show, we would see him calling out my man Tampa J, who is the nicest, coolest booster ever, as possibly being one of those trolls. I think he was understanding by the end of it that, no, we're not all trolls. Some of those guys only live to trolls. Guys and gals. There's certainly some females in there that love to troll. And you know what? Each to their own. I couldn't be a bigger supporter of free speech. To me, there really isn't any speech that should be unacceptable. If you find it offensive, go away. But there's no amount of, in my opinion, again, my opinion, there's no amount of words that can ever hurt you. That is all the way back to one of the first things I was taught as a human being. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And to me, that applies to free speech all the way around. Say anything you want, because to me, the most vulgar, the most vile, the most despicable speech deserves to be protected. Because as long as that speech is protected, anything that comes out of my mouth will be likewise. That's my take. I don't really want to preach on the subject, but that's what you get on Random Pipe Time Live with Catfish Jones. I'm having another one. I don't know if you guys puff a pipe, but I do love a pipe. Really, one of my favorite parts of puffing a pipe, is really opening this jar, you know, breaking up some of that rough, and really getting a good smell. This is a little bit older, and I'm trying to smoke through it so I can refill this jar with something a little more fresh. And I think it's the bottom of 2 or 3 different bags of tobacco, which is why I call it rough, because it's not really one specific blend. It's just kind of what's been shaken around in there makes it a little bit different. So, but I think it sits perfectly right there. You can't really see what's going on. Check up Steve over here. Steve, my Minecraft guy. Again, if the audio is weird, let me know. If everything sounds great, let me know, because this is kind of a test to see if my live stream machine is going to live stream. And boy, I tell you what, if this is on, it might be on. You guys might get sick of seeing old Catfish on the live stream. We'll see. So I'm going to need some moderators. There should be a way for me to check and make some moderators. Boop-a-doo, add moderator. How about that? Did it work? I can't tell if it worked. It may have worked. Keith, I tested on you to see if I could make you a moderator. So if that works, can I do it here? Oh, look at that. That might just work. Right now, Keith, you are the lone moderator on my live streams. And as we grow, indeed, we may add more. Indeed, we may. This isn't anything big. I'm pushing 15 minutes here, and I might still go another 15. Not much more than a half hour, though. Like I say, today has been full of troubles, trials, and tribulations. The triple T. I needed to just chill, have a pipe, breathe deep. It is vacation, my vlogcation, and I'm trying not to stress. I'm trying to get my stress meter. Boy, it was redlining. It was just clipping that meter, and I'm trying to dial it back, get back into the green. If not, rest the dial on 0. And I hope this all works out. Good to see a number of people out here. Feel free to pipe in the chat. Go ahead and drop a like if you want. I'm just here having a pipe, and I hope you're doing well. I really do. Troubles, troubles, troubles. Yes, this most recent trouble, I was just recording a tiny painting. You guys know I do these tiny paintings. Recording one for Sunday, and it was going to be a cool one too. And halfway through, went to paint the edges, and sometimes I get to peek over and see how it's going, and it wasn't even recording. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting indeed. But times such of these, such troubles, we must forge ahead. We must forge ahead, and that's what I'm going to do. Random Life, Gail, so good to see you. So good to see you. You know what? I'm going to try this again. Gail, I'm testing out making moderators, so I'm going to make you a moderator as well. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm testing it out. This is kind of a test live stream to see how the new live stream machine is working. I got a little bit of a USB microphone, which was holding me up. And so specifically testing the audio. If the audio sounds funky, holler in the chat, let me know. But I am enjoying a fun afternoon. Swing the banhammer hard. Let them know you are here. In fact, I just got an awesome little kaleidoscope slideshow, and I was going to do it as a tribute to you, Gail, because I love your kaleidoscope videos. This isn't like a kaleidoscope on the camera. This is just a silly little kaleidoscope background, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for letting me know the mic volume. I had to max it out on here, so I was worried that it was going to be even a little loud. But this is good. This is good. This old stoner, my man, good to see you. So good to see you. And you were hoping I could do some lives. This is what I got going on live with a whole good group of folk. A good group of folk indeed. Just having a nice pipe. It's old Dr. Graybo. A little bit of house rough. Nothing too crazy. Just enjoying a little bit. Gonna maybe do the live streams more now that it's working. Didn't want to do any music on this one. Just kind of wanted to chat a little bit. Check in with people. Maybe establish a couple of regulars that might work as moderators for when this picks up some steam. When the stream machine picks up steam. Don't know how it's gonna lean. Oh, the rhymes just fall out. So yeah, today's shooting for a bunch of small videos. Did a little picking with Catfish. That didn't turn out as well as I would have liked. In my head, that was awesome. A couple of the tests were even better than that one. but had other huge flaws that were not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. So, yeah. This is, the thing I like about doing a live stream, and I've noticed this on other people's live streams, is that you really get to see where their circles intersect with other circles. Because I frequent a few different circles on YouTube, and one of my favorites is the English circle with the Drone Crew, Random Life, Two Wheel Fix, obviously Keith, Eagle VP, and that whole crew. But there's also Circle of Goodness, as it sometimes is called, with the Woovians and some of the Adam the Woo folkege, not Woo specifically, but the. And then, there's also a couple of Dave Hughes circles in there that I'm totally cool with and totally get in with. And on my stream, I wouldn't be surprised if you see some of these circles intersect. And that's what I love about the individuals on YouTube, is just, I don't know, the randomness, the complete randomness. Random Pipe Time, live with Catfish Jones. Yes, indeed. See, Gail, my circles are pretty confused, too. I just try to be cool with everyone, and even if I have an opinion that might ruffle feathers, I really try not to throw that out there, because there's no benefit for me shaking things up. But we just missed Chad, who is an agitator, in a good way. He agitates the norm, shakes it up a little bit, even the shaker-uppers. He'll shake up the shaker-uppers, and I like that. I like that a lot. Because I wish I could do more of that, but I know that I can't. I know that Catfish, the personality, isn't much of an agitator. It's a go-along type of personality, and so much of that is close to my real personality that I enjoy watching agitators. As much as I enjoy watching some go-alongers, it's so weird. I don't know if everybody is as introspective as I am, but boy, I think about the internal workings quite a bit. Quite a bit. This is how much Minecraft I'm playing today, too. This is me just chilling. Yeah, that's a good point, Gail. There's a difference between debate and YouTube arguments, really internet arguments in general, and I've been a part of them myself, and they quickly devolve into name-calling and pooflinging, much like nursery school, because there's no real provable facts on the internet or YouTube. All it is opinion versus opinion, and sometimes those opinions are intentionally there to push buttons by a fake persona who is letting off steam by riling somebody else up. Me, I try not to get into those. I do like debate. I like firm debate on things that challenge my standard thinking. I'm not somebody that likes to say, well, I got that figured out, check it off, never think about it again. I like to, think about what I like to think about a lot. Ponder things I, quote, believe, until maybe I don't believe them anymore. And I've talked about a lot of things like this. My dude, K-Dog, look at that. Just woke up, it's 2:55 in the afternoon, Kansas time. And I believe you're in Indiana, so there, give or take a little bit. That is what I'm talking about. I'm on vacation, and I can't even sleep in that late. So, I'm glad you caught Catfish Random Pipe Time live. Here's said pipe. A little bit of house tobacco. The Swedes hopped on here and challenged what was actually in the pipe. Officially, house tobacco. Little house rough. Yes, indeed. Got some Joni Mitchell on my mind. If you guys are wondering what songs are running through my head, the whole record, Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark. One of those songs get in my head, the whole record plays from start to finish in my head. Love that record. Maybe, I mean, I can't say top albums of all time because there's 13 top albums before anything else starts, and they're all Beatles. Beatles, 1 through 13. After that, Court and Spark is in my top 10 non-Beatles, for sure. And that's what's been in my head today. Joni Mitchell, Dancing Up a River in the Dark. And that is a little pipe time, a little randomness, a little Catfish Jones. So, yeah, dude, that's no good. That's something where you got to get some medicine and make sure that you're getting antibiotics and really taking them all the way through and getting your rest and hydration. My grandmother is a nurse, so the whole time I was growing up, any medical emergency, you go see grandma first and see if it's worth to pay the deductible to go see a doctor. But everything, it was rest and hydration. If you need antibiotics, you got to take them all the way through. So, K-Dog Mikey. Is it Mikey? MK? You'll correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, and ELO, you're so correct. ELO was amazing. And ELO, I think, is Nate's favorite band. Nate is Mississippi Fuzz, my cohort. And he just loves Jeff Lynne. I love Jeff Lynne, too. I can't put my finger on a specific full album of theirs that I know start to finish. And that probably says more about me than them, because Fuzz will tell you every album of theirs is awesome. We're doing a lot of projects, Fuzz and I, but one of them we're doing is doing some test podcasting to maybe do a podcast together. And in one of these tests, we rolled for a good 15-20 minutes on an ELO record. Can't remember what record it was, but the record with Four Little Diamonds. Man, ELO is another great band. Another great band. Well, this pipe is about done too. That's 2 whole pipes I got to share with you. I don't want to cook this thing too much, so I'm going to let it sit right there and probably start wrapping it up. I want to thank everybody for coming on out. It feels weird not having a guitar or a mandolin or anything like that in my hands, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying my day. I'm hoping that when this is over, I can... That old recording machine, that smeggity blah blah. I'm hoping that my recording machine will let me finish the tiny painting I want to play. I hope. The thing with a painting, especially if you don't catch it right as it happens, if it doesn't record and you just start painting, you can't go back and repaint what you've already done. It's done. It is what it is. And so then you kind of have to start after the fact and work backwards. So I'm going to start wrapping it up right here. This is about the last minute countdown. I'm going to jump on this thing. If needs be, I'm going to get the fix-it hammer out and fix it for good. But as I wrap up, appreciate it if you guys would drop a like. That thumbs up button is sometimes hard to see, but it's the one on the left. If you got friends that are not subscribed to Catfish Jones, why send them my way. Don't be afraid to stop by catfish-jones.com. There really isn't much there other than some of my YouTube playlists and my Spreadshirt landing page. But there are... Cheers, Gail. I'll see everybody soon. But the other thing there is on the catfish-jones.com, at the very, very bottom, there is about 5 links to my Facebook, if you want to friend me on Facebook. A little bit of DeviantArt, which is old. There is the Bandcamp, like I say, the Spreadshirt, and all that good stuff. So if I don't see you soon, thank you so much for coming out today. And like I say, check out catfish-jones.com. Until I see y'all again, have a good one. I'm going to say cheers right here. And I'm curious to see how long until it actually stops streaming.